Hello and welcome to the review of The Batman with Robert Pattinson. I'm Dario IN, 37. I draw and write comics and make illustrations. And yeah, let's review the movie. And what do I have to say? Well, it's an okay movie. It's not a masterpiece. I didn't want to make this review, but I saw different things on the internet and I wanted to voice my opinion so that you can hear also a different point of view. Because I've seen so many thumbnails, The Batman is a masterpiece. The Batman is the best Batman ever. And it's not. And I will tell you why, if you want to listen. But first, when I got to the movie, like the first hour, first I would say the high points. And the first hour of the movie was great, a great cinematic visuals. I felt like I was in the movies. As you can see, if you get a great comic book feels like a movie. You see scenes here, Selina Kyle in Batman Year One, and a girl lights a cigarette, and Batman fighting the police force, and very cinematic. And that is what I got when I saw the first hour of the movie. What I also saw was what I heard was great music, great visuals. It was really a pleasure to be there. So then came the second hour. This is not an in-depth review. I try to have it at 5 minutes, and it's just voicing my opinion also. The second half of the movie was a bit. It wanted to be bigger than it really was. It was like a whole cake, but more icing than cake. And maybe if you know what to look for, you can see it. Or maybe, like, let's say you go to the gym and you see a guy standing all swole there, leaning against the wall with a great chest, but he skips his leg day and he skips his arm day. So he has skinny legs and skinny arms, but a great chest, and he's all proud. That's what I saw in the movie. Because when you write a movie or write a comic or make a picture, what is key is sometimes you see a lot of things going on in this illustration, but still you have a distinct foreground, a distinct centerpiece, which is the necromancer, and then on the side you have a rider and a standard bearer. And that is like it is in artwork that way, like a centerpiece, foreground, background. Clarity is key. Clarity is key for the eyes, but also for the mind. And at the second half of the movie, like my friends were asking who is the gangster boss and what, and who's the daughter of which. And first hour, great action, great visuals. Then the second hour, it got a bit bloated. It wanted to be a bit bigger. Also, the first half of the movie felt to me a bit like David Finchers 7. And then the last bit of the movie felt also a bit like David Finchers 7, which is a minus, because you cannot just steal from a movie. I mean, it's not a quote, it's not a reference, it's just like, it feels like they didn't come up with something intelligent, so they took, we could use this to use it in our movie. And so it didn't feel like an original, like they came up with a great idea. And great artists do steal. I do it myself, and everybody should. Like if you watch Stranger Things, it's influenced by many things, but it manages to keep it together with love and a certain craft. And it is not just, it goes with the flow. And this movie kind of felt like, yeah. And then the third act for me was kind of cringe, because in the first act everything was introduced and it was really beautiful, and it was dark and it was deep, and then in the last act it was how do I say it, again David Fincher moments from the movie, and then they revealed who the bad guy was, and I can imagine the writers thinking, oh man, this is so cool, and the people will be totally shocked. But for me it was just a cringe. It was cliche, it's shallow writing, it's lazy writing, it's just you take out a trope and say, yeah, this is the bad guy, and this is the bad guy because of this. It hadn't really any depth to it. But if you enjoy the movie, or if you enjoyed the movie, or if you're gonna watch the movie, go and see for yourself. I just wanted to voice my opinion, because I see a lot of people making videos saying it's a masterpiece, and I want to say it's not. It's maybe a good or decent movie. It's definitely a great effort to reboot the whole Batman thing, and I have to say it's great that they also quoted like a bit of Dark City, Matrix, a bit of Batman Returns in the first hour. What I have to say, after the movie I went to a place where there are a lot of colleagues, like they make movies, I make comics, but I used to make movies or worked for movies, and they said like the previous the Nolan Batmans are good and the previous one are trash. It could be farther from that, because like the Tim Burton's Batman, the second with Michelle Pfeiffer, Batman Returns, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, Christopher Walken, me saying these names out loud, I already get goosebumps. And then the music by Danny Elfman. I mean, come on. Grow up. Enjoy a Danny Elfman score and a Tim Burton movie. And have fun. See ya.